And if you don't know my thesis, then we're going to pretty much wrap it up. So if you don't know my thesis, I think this is what I think. Let me know what you guys think. I think we will get some sort of run in Q4, maybe mid-October, late October, November, December, and possibly going into Q1. Then 2026, early 2026, I think if the job market, or I do think that if the job market starts to deteriorate like it's deteriorating now, or at a faster pace, we start getting more unemployment claims over 300K. We start getting the unemployment rate going up. I think bad news will start being bad news, and that will be the catalyst for us to go into a bear market. Bear market, quote, bear market. But I don't think that bear market is going to be like past bear markets. Just like this crypto bull market is not like past bull markets, I think the bear market is not going to be like past bear markets. I don't think Bitcoin's going down 70, 80%. I don't think that. I think 45 to 60%, I think we'll draw down. So even if the top is in, say we got to 124, we go down 50%. What's that? What's 120? 60, somewhere 60, 70,000, which is what? Prior all-time high. A prior all-time high. So, and another thing is we do have a new Fed chair that's coming in May, who is probably going to be a pawn of Trump. And he's going to do whatever Trump says. And Trump wants a booming stock market, a booming economy, and he wants to outgrow inflation. And that's going to rocket assets. So I think we have short term. I think we have a couple. This is the plan. Let me know what you think. Right now it's September 21st. I think from now until maybe the first week of October, we'll get some type of lull period, maybe down, maybe up a little, maybe down a little. Going towards mid to late October, and this may not play out at all, but this is what I feel. So if I'm wrong, let me know. Mid October, I think we start to get that push. I think something happens where we start to get that push. In October, we do have, keep these on your radar. We have a Solana ETF that needs to be approved or denied. We have XRPs, ETFs that need to be approved or denied. So maybe that is a catalyst for the market to get a little bit more frothy. And I'm sure it'll be other things, other fundamental things that happen in the market to where the market starts to get a little bit more frothy again. Nothing's going to happen if Bitcoin is not above 120. That's the line, 120K. That's what we need to get above, hold a couple dailies and a weekly above 120K. Once we do that, which I think we'll do that sometime in the mid-October, I think Bitcoin is going to go for one final push. Let's actually look at Bitcoin dominance. Because I think Bitcoin is going to go for one final push. Not sure how high. Hopefully 140, 150. I'm not in the camp of 200. Not yet. It's coming. Not yet. Maybe we get another push, a little past 124, maybe 135, 140. Then I think Bitcoin dominance really starts to roll over, and then we get some sort of sustained altcoin season where not just a few alts run, not all alts run, but more than what has been running. We don't just have outliers. I think we get more altcoins running. I think we get the layer ones running. I think we get the decentralized perp exchanges running. Narratives, certain narratives that have been doing good. I think those run. Of course, we'll have some meme coins and things like that. I think Solana is gonna, go back, towards $300, which is inevitably going to be a proxy for the meme coin. So if you get profits, if you take some profits and put them into meme coins or try to gamble in the casino, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But then I think sometime, possibly December, January, the market is a little bit frothy going into December, January. Then that's when I think the bad news becomes bad news. Then I think the market starts to take it like that. We start to get pullbacks. We start to get scared a little bit, talking about the R word, the recession. That's going to be the catalyst for a bear market, I think. Then I think a few months maybe might go along. We start getting a slow draining bleed in Bitcoin and some assets. I don't think it's going to last long, though. Like I said, Trump is going to get, or Jerome Powell is out of there. New Fed chair is coming in. They're going to slash rates, liquidity coming into the markets, the liquidity coming to the economy. Phase 2 is in 2026, late mid to late 2026. So I think the bear market is going to be very short. I don't think it's going to be a year like, it has been. That was a little bit drawn out. I apologize, but that's just what I think. But we're going to be like Jerome Powell and be kind of data dependent. I hate when he says that, but I'm going to be fluid, when it comes to the market. And I do have price points where I'm going to sell. I'm selling back into Bitcoin. Of course, I'm going to take some money, some fiat, some dirty money, some fiat, and put it up. I'm not one of those Bitcoin only people. I have a bank account. I've invested in other things. I got some high yield savings, some dividend accounts that I'm starting to try to pump up. But the majority of my net worth is going back into Bitcoin. If it's in crypto, it's going to stay in crypto via USDT, probably USDC, because they get a little bit more yield, and Bitcoin, and a little bit of XRP. So that's just what I'm thinking about for the markets.